Hey, thanks for being with us, everybody. We're doing another customer success story. These are just really brief, unrehearsed. We talk about the life of, in this video, Daisy, who's being held there by Becky, before Gussy's gut and after. So, hi, Daisy. We think she likes being on camera, Becky said. So,
yeah, she doesn't mind.
she doesn't
She's awful
mind.
cute
There
on
she
camera.
is.
There,
Yeah,
that's better. Try
she's
to
so
just get a little
cute.
closer.
Well, cool. You can put her down if she doesn't like it, or we can continue. We love seeing her. So,
Okay, I'll put her down for now.
okay. If you can tell us a little bit, Becky, about why you started Gussy's Gut before, what was her life like, or what were her symptoms or conditions or anything like, and then we'll talk about after Gussy's Gut.
Well, I've had Daisy for about 8 years. She's a rescue. I'm not sure how old she is, so I think she's younger than we thought. And she has eaten dirt. She eats grass, which is as much a concern, but TMI, I know, but the poop eating.
Yeah, I hear it all the time.
I know, you hear it all the time. And so it's sometimes worse than others, but it's very upsetting. And, so I have tried probiotics. I've tried, adding everything to her diet. I felt like she had a pretty decent diet, but just nothing seems to have helped it. And so I saw your ad and I thought, well, let's try this. And I think she's been on it for about 2 months now. And it has all but stopped the poop eating. So
okay.
That is wonderful. So nothing has helped. Like
what about the dirt eating?
She did eat some dirt yesterday.
Okay.
And it's been winter in Alaska, so I haven't had a chance to really explore that.
Okay.
But
yeah, of
she
course.
loves to dig, and then she'll start eating it. And that can be dangerous if they get too much, I guess. But
yeah.
So, but the poop eating has, been number one concern. And then it makes me, I know that sometimes they say rescues have habits, but I didn't know if the habits were related to her nutritional deficiencies. And so, so that's really good. And then the other thing, the surprising thing is I was just worried about that. And, but she is so excited to eat dinner. And I thought that she would be, like, oh, I'm not so sure, and I'm going to have to flavor it with fish oil. She loves it. I don't know what it is about it. She loves it. And I like the smell of it too. And so she's like pawing me for dinner time and running over and cleaning her plate. She hasn't gained any weight that I know of, but she's just really pretty happy to eat her dinner. And that's kind of amazing. So
what did we purchase for her? What do you have her on of ours?
The one that has all the different ingredients in it, the Gussy's got Daily, I guess so. Yeah, sorry, I don't have it in front of me. I didn't realize there were other products actually. The one that has.
Yeah, that's the one with 19 ingredients. And by the way, probably by the time we post this video, we're in the process of renaming that Daily Boost, because what we have discovered over thousands of dogs is it's so crazy. It's like the kitchen sink, I call it, of our products. It's got 19 superfoods. It's just like, we created it as our first product. So we really kind of made it over the top because we didn't know, at what level do we need to really create profound change? So let's just go for it. And then what we quickly discovered is it just like rocks in a great way, in a powerful way. And it takes about 90 days for those benefits to accumulate. So now we're going to name it Boost. So don't be afraid when we rename it, it'll be the same formula, but it's basically this amazing, blend of a diverse range of prebiotics, fibers, and nutrients that all together, they create this, like, they can create a really fast change in dogs. And we're already seeing in a new product. Have you seen our youthful grasses and sprouts?
I saw the ad for it briefly, yes.
Okay, all right. So that's 7 ingredients, and we have a new product coming out that's 9 ingredients. And you don't have to ever worry or get confused. You can rotate them. You can combine them for dogs that, like if you have a dog that really needs a lot of support and you can see that, put two products in together, don't worry. We formulate them so they can all be combined. You don't have to like worry about, oh my gosh, can this be mixed with this? It's basically like double up, triple up, depending on like if you have a senior dog that's really, been through the ringer, maybe went through a really serious, I mean, we have dogs that have been through parvo and cancer and big surgeries, and their owners want to throw every tool in the toolbox that they can and diverse ingredients, and it expedites success and healing. So you can do that, or you can also, if you just say, one's good enough, you can rotate them, and that'll be just great for you.
Are they all fermented?
All of everything we do is fermented. It's all organic. So we always adhere to our standard, organic quality sourcing, farm, regenerative ingredients. And then the youthful grasses and sprouts, as it's aptly named, are just grasses like, wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa grass, and then sprouts, broccoli sprouts. We have really great little profile of nutrients that, well, I can almost say 100% of people can't get at the grocery store, because you won't be able to get all those ingredients easily in any grocery store in America. So we did the work of getting those together, fermenting them, and then sharing them with everybody, because it's really hard to shop for.
Have you thought about doing it for people too?
Well, people, yeah, I mean, people ask us that, and, it would be amazing, I think. But, my mission is, my North Star is, adding 1 million healthy years to the lives of the dogs we serve and cats.
Yeah.
And, I could get distracted by lots of things, but that's really what I'm here for. I mean, I'm here to just absolutely transform dogs and cats' lives. And I think that's what I'm here for. So, as much as I want to help people, it would be a diversion from what we do.
Right.
But we're all human grade ingredients. So I'm not telling you can take them, but I'm not telling you.
I was going to ask you that because it smells so good.
Yeah. I mean, everything we make is just at the craziest high human level. But, there are laws, and we can't say some things, and we have to say some things on labels. And so take that with whatever you will.
A grain of weed.
But yeah, whatever. But so that's really great. And so you're saying she used to love eating her meals, and she still does, but you were thinking she might kind of like, be not so interested once you added it in?
She's a lot more interested since I've added it in.
Oh, that's interesting.
She's like, can't wait. She's like jumping and leaping. And I mean, she's always been food, a little food motivated. Now she's like super food motivated. And I would also say that her energy level's gone up. I said, she is an unknown age because she came from a rescue out of state. And they said she was 7, which would make her like 15 now. And she hasn't really slowed down. I don't think she is. So anyways, the point is, I would expect her to slow down, but just since I started her on it, her energy level and her just, sprightliness is just crazy. So I really think she feels good.
Well, that's good to hear. And, it's basically with fermentation, we made it easier to actually like utilize the nutrients in the, that's on the label. If you ground those up yourself at home in a blender, you're only going to get a small percentage, like, 5% absorption rate. Most vets tell us, including our vet, Dr. Billinghurst. When you ferment, you increase that by 3 to 10 times. It just depends on the plant. Most vets say it's probably a 6-fold increase in absorption rate. So you're getting 30% absorption. Okay. And most people are surprised to hear that, because they always think like, what you feed is what you feed. Like I feed 8 ounces. My dog's going to benefit from 8 ounces of food. But the reality is that's why I think kibble and processed food is so insidious. Is it's harder to digest. First of all, it's not the right nutrients. It just sustains life. It doesn't actually help perpetuate vitality in life. But it's also like, it's so badly absorbed. And so you take both of those things together, and, you know, your dogs and your cats are like, you know, it's kind of a miracle that they survive as, you know, 10, 11 years on kibble. And, you know, with raw, you have a much better absorption, but fermenting things just breaks it down easier. It does a lot of that hard, heavy lifting for, especially for, you know, older dogs. Like Gus is 8 right now. And, you know, look, I mean, the fact is, as much as I don't want to think about it, you know, as they get older, you need a little bit of extra help like we do in the digestion department. So anything you can do, if that's, you know, that's natural, is going to help you retain more of those benefits by being more bioavailable.
Now she's also, I put her on not too long ago, the Pet Lab greens. Sorry, it's not really doesn't really compete with you, but for her teeth and breath. And is there any contraindication of taking those at the same time?
No, I mean, the good news is, I mean, literally we're just vegetables, and the fermentation doesn't do anything. It has no contraindication. It's just that it makes those ingredients better absorbed and more valuable to the gut. Yeah. And there is a ton of information that is coming out always about fermentation helping with the absorption of other things eaten with it.
Oh,
so
okay.
And this, you know, for example, the human side of the National Institutes of Health, they've been studying for a long time how even taking medicine with fermented foods, like a teaspoon of kimchi or whatever, can increase the absorption of pharmaceuticals.
Wow.
And yeah, and there's, you know, yeah, the gut is a very interesting thing. There's a lot of there's more that we don't know about it than what we do know about it, and that's the truth. But what we do know is if you put really good things in, and you can help break it down by, you know, throwing it in a blender and fermenting it. Even, you know, just putting it in a blender helps the absorption. But what we do is put it in a blender and we ferment it. So we've got we've saved, you know, created 2 steps that help with the gut in the dog and the cat to assimilate those things and process them, so they don't have to do it on their own.
I see. Well,
Yeah,
that's fascinating. I didn't know that, and I'll take that under advisement about it. I can't either like or tolerate a lot of fermented things, but kombucha is something I really like. So
yeah. Well, I mean, we're all eating like cheese, coffee, chocolate. I mean, you just go down the line, and buttermilk and yogurt and all these things are fermented, and they're, you know, depending on what it is you like, as I'm talking about people, there's a lot that's fermented, and it's, you know, teas and all that sort of stuff. They're actually, it was used as a preservative, basically a method of keeping food longer, you know, back in the day. And then what they ended up finding out is it actually really helps with the gut and with absorption and digestion, and, you know, less gassiness and all that sort of stuff. So we know it's really great. And everybody's different, just like you're different with, you know, what you can tolerate and like, and it's based on all of your history of your, you know, all your medical history, all your genetic history, epigenetic history. It gets complicated.
Your microbiome.
Yeah. So you're on month 2, so I can't wait. Please tell us how month 3 is, because that's where we kind of consider the full bloom of the product is 90 days. So, you know, I can't wait to see what her energy's like. So please report back to us, will you?
Okay. How do I do that?
Just email us, or you can post on this YouTube video when it goes live on our channel on YouTube. Whatever you want to do. I mean, we'll be able to post it for you if you email us. But yeah, give us a report another month.
Okay. And how do I find this video when it posts?
If you subscribe and you get notifications, you'll see a notification when the new video gets posted.
Okay. On the YouTube channel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sounds great.
Well, thank you for your time, Becky, and thank you all for watching us today, and have a great day, Becky.